So, shit. Often in my mind, I hear the word of the good book. Like many of my random thoughts are scriptures. It's probably because, I grew up in church. I spent many a day and many a night studying scriptures. So like at any given time, like so many of us who hold the Bible near and dear to our hearts, I hear those words. And I just had like I just had a glitch in my format. I just had like a breakdown a few minutes ago. And I sat down, and all I could hear in my head was trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. He will direct your path. And sometimes I just feel like there's so many crooked pieces to my life that just need to be straightened out. So much hurt, so much pain, so much shame, so many games, so many questions unanswered. So I'll find it difficult to trust God at some points. So I find it difficult to trust God sometimes, and I don't know why, because it should be easy to trust God at this point. It's like if something going wrong, and you hoping that the situation pans out smoothly. It's so easy to just place your trust in God and be like, He gonna make it alright. But when things going okay, but they really ain't okay, you know what I mean? They just feel like they're okay. But when you really look at it, no doubt. But when you really, just like Ariel said, she said faith over fear. It's just like when everything appears to be going right, and you try to like really analyze the situation for what it is, you have a slip. You slip and look so deep into the situations where your faith shifts a little bit to fear. But it ain't the fear that I'm speaking of. It's levels to fear. It's more of a wavering faith. You see what I'm saying? It's like a wavering faith. It's like a weak faith. It's the same way there's levels to fear, there's levels to faith. So in them weak moments, trusting God becomes difficult because you're not fortifying your faith. You gotta fortify your faith. You gotta reestablish your faith. You always have to do maintenance on your faith. Yeah, faith is like, true, solid, unwavering faith does not come easy. Unwavering faith, unwavering assurance, blessed assurance is not an easy, it's not something that comes just by grace. Unwavering faith does not come by grace. Unwavering faith is a result of total submission, total release, total openness, total letting go. You know? You always gotta do maintenance on your faith, man. In hopes, and your ultimate desire is to have an unbreakable faith. A faith that's probably, obtained by very few people. That's a faith that's obtained by very few people. That trusting in the Lord with all your heart and leaning not on your own understanding and in all your ways, you sound good, right? That sound good, right? But that's a trust that's achieved probably by 1-2% of people. 1, maybe 2% of people. I'm not gonna give people the benefit of the doubt just because I'm not being like, arrogant and saying because I can't do it all the time that only 1-2% of people do it. But as crooked and as unstable as society is, that's where I'm gauging my opinion up from. There's no way that over 1, maybe 2% of people are trusting in the Lord with their whole heart and leaning not on their own understanding and in all of their ways. Nah, man. I ain't no theologian. I ain't no, clergy, because I'm talking Bible. I'm not saying I'm like no preacher or nothing, or no teacher. I'm just talking about my personal experience and my personal observations. Ain't that many people totally trusting in God and acknowledging God in all that they do. I don't see it. Now, when it comes to things like that, like that's a bar. That's a bar. That's a bar that you aim for. That's a mark. You feel me? That's something that you aim. That's a target. Yeah, you want to hit that target. You want to hit that target. But just like any other game we play, Any other game we play, there's a leaderboard. There's the Hall of Fame, and then there's the Hall of Shame. You know what I mean?